Color. If you're creative, you love color. And I know everybody has a favorite color. Your favorite color might be dusky blue or bright green, or maybe your favorite color is every. Hi, I'm Cathy and this is Sewing Tech Talk. Today we're going to play on the Altair, and we're going to play on the embroidery side, and we're going to do with everything color on this machine. We're going to talk about how we can change the colors of our embroidery, our background. Oh my gosh, we have so much to get into. This screen on the Altair is 10 inches. It shows over 16, almost 17 million colors. So your favorite color's in there somewhere. So we have a lot to talk about. Let's get started and let's look at the screen. So I brought up this really pretty big design, and it's showing it on white background. Now, I might be embroidering it on a white background, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm going to embroider it on an orange background. Maybe this is the color I'm going to use. So color relates to other colors and it changes the look of the color. Do you agree? So if I'm sewing it on orange, that teal is going to look different. So let's change the background color in the machine to match the color I have. It's pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the settings, and I'm going to go to page 8. And on page 8, I can choose the background embroidery color. So I can go select, and I can pick the color that most closely resembles this orange. I think it might be that one. So when I say OK, it's going to change the background color, and I get to see what it looks like before I stitch it. So this is what it looks like when I did that. So I went ahead and stitched it, and you can see that it really looks good. Now, I didn't have to change the colors. They looked good, but down the road, I can change the colors and make it match that background. But what if your background is multiple colors? What if it's not just orange? What if you're embroidering on a quilt block? Something like this. This is for you whose favorite color is every. So tons of different colors. Can I get this as a background into my machine so I can see what this looks like on there? Well, absolutely I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use for the Altair the IQ positioning app. I can take a picture of this frame with the fabric inside with my camera on my phone and send it to the machine and see what that looks like. So usually I go into my ironing board so I can do that. So I'm going to go over there and let's take a picture of this and send it to the machine. It's pretty cool. So you can see I have my camera over the top of my hoop, and I can just position it over the top, and it's easy as 3, 2, 1. It's captured the image, and now I'm going to send it to my machine. That's pretty great. Let's go back to the machine and pull it on up. Okay, so I've used my phone. I've taken a picture of this, sent it to the machine using the IQ positioning app. So now let's find something that works great with this quilt block. I don't need the orange anymore, obviously. So I'm going to come up here. Remember, that was on page 8. And so we're going to turn that back to white. Cool. Now, and I don't need my flower because I've already stitched it. All right, so now let's get a cool design for my quilt block. I think I've been looking around, and I think I'm going to like that one. So there it is. We're going to hit set, and there is my background. That's pretty amazing, don't you think? So now I can use this background for color and for positioning. So first thing I can notice is that this design is a little bit small. I want it to fit inside this part of the block. So I'm going to go to Edit, and I'm going to go to Size, and I want it to recalculate the stitches when it changes the size. I want everything to stay perfect. So when I do that, it takes everything back to original. Now, when you are going to change some stuff and you think that you're going to change the size and recalculate the stitches, do that first. It wants to take everything back to original, so that's the easiest way to do it. So let's make it a little bit bigger. Oop, made it a little bit too big. And move it down so I can see exactly if it's in the right position. I can see it before I stitch it. There we go. And it might need to be a tiny bit bigger. You know what? I think that's not bad at all. So I'm going to hit OK. So I like the position, I like the size, I don't like the color. So I'm going to come up here to the color tab. Now I can change these colors manually. I can pick a color and change it. But I want the machine to make some suggestions for me. So I have a new Floriani thread pack. So I'm going to go to the Floriani color palette. There's a whole bunch of different thread palettes in here. There's Floriani. And I want Color Visualizer to make some suggestions for me. So when I go to Color Visualizer, I go to Random. Now I've already locked in that one teal color because I like that and I'm going to use that in this project. And I want every suggestion to have that teal color in it. So when I say OK, it's going to make a bunch of suggestions for me and include that teal color in every one. And let's see, I kind of like that one, but I want more choices. Refresh. And ooh, that one might be kind of pretty. So let's see if that's going to work. I think I like that one the best. So I'm going to hit set. Now it has that teal color in there, and I can go ahead and change any one of these if I want to. Notice it's changed everything to Floriani for me. So all I have to do is go through my thread pack, find that color number, and put it in the machine, and be good to go. Now if I don't like that first one, I can change it again, because it's all about me. Say I want to do this blue color. Ooh, I think I like that even better. So even though it made choices and changes, I can make changes to it, and that's kind of cool. So okay, let's go to embroidery. I have to put my first color in and we'll get started stitching. So here's my thread. I'm going to pull it in. It threads really super easy. All I have to do, press the button, lower the presser foot. Now this is going to take me about 17 or 18 minutes, so I think I'm going to get started and I'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Ta-da! So I think it turned out pretty nice. I like the colors on in there. I like the dark against the block, and I like that I got my little favorite teal color in there. You can see that. So I think it turned out pretty good, and I really kind of like it. So now I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about maybe a more realistic design. So when you're using a design like the one we just did, it's linear and the colors don't have to shade off of each other. But if you're doing a realistic animal, say a bird or a dog or a cat or something like that, you're going to find the color for the main part of the animal, but where the light hits the animal and where the shadows are in the animal, you'll need, in the color family, you'll need something a little bit lighter and a little bit darker. So when you're going to look for thread, it's probably a good idea to either A, get a thread collection and that includes different color families and then the shading within that color family, or when you buy a single spool of thread, look at the shade darker and the shade lighter. And generally if it's in the same manufacturer and it's in the same color rack, you should be able to get the shading in the light and the dark. Okay, so now I've been playing with designs that have been built in the machine. Now I have palette 11, and that's a great way to send designs into the machine, and you can send them in wirelessly, which is pretty amazing. So I went ahead and did that. So in embroidery, I sent the design in, and I touched the wireless key, and I sent in a couple of wild chicks. So I'm going to touch my design, set, and let's rotate it on over so that you can see, so we don't get dizzy chicks. 90 degrees, and there are my dizzy chicks. My undizzy chicks. Okay, so when I'm going to go into the color, if you look at the chicks, can you see that I have a couple things that I want to correct? First of all, they're on black. It looks like they're standing in oil. I don't like that. So I'm going to change that color. And I don't like this shading on the chicks. I think it needs a little bit more yellowish. So that very first color came up as black. I'm going to go to Floriani with my new fun Floriani colors. Let's see here. Let's find Floriani. And let's find a nice little brown. And something that looks like dirt. There we go. So now I have some free-range chicks. And now I don't think that this dark orange color is going to be good. I want to take this color and I want to change it a little bit more yellow. Now, I also have a collection of threads from Madeira. I have some Madeira poly neon threads. Now, you can combine different thread manufacturers when you're changing colors. So I'm going to go to Madeira poly, because that's some of the threads that I have. And I chose this color. Now, I went ahead and chose the color. I didn't choose what the color chip was here. I know the exact number of this. So I literally can go into number, and this is number 1861, 1861, and look, it pulled up that color just right away. And it changed the color on my chicks. I'm a heck of a lot happier with that than I was before. I'm going to say OK, and you can see that I have Floriani, Robinson Anton, Madeira. You can put as many thread manufacturers in here as you have thread. So this machine will respond to whatever threads that you have. So if you're going to get threads, try to get threads in either a collection or try to get threads, if you pick them one at a time, that you have the light and the dark. So I think you might enjoy changing colors on this machine. It's going to respond to you, and whatever colors you want to do, you're not going to waste time by matching what you have, or the color to the background, or the color to the block. Whatever you want to do, you can make sure that you have good color choices from the get-go, because you have a lot of time in materials, you have time invested in creativity, all kinds of time invested. So this machine will respond to that. This is the Babylock Altair. It's a great little machine, and if you're going to color your world, you might as well have a machine that colors it with you. So I think George may have something to say maybe about color. So I think we should go to George, because George always has something to say.
Thanks, Cathy. That was an incredible presentation. Don't forget, you can click on the link and download Cathy's lesson guide on today's presentation. But I want to take a couple moments to share with you my favorite features on the Babylock Altair. I believe the Altair is dollar for dollar the most advanced machine on the market. There are machines that sell for thousands of dollars more that do not offer the same features. You know, the embroidery features are incredible. The 9.5 inch by 14 inch embroidery area, you can really expand your horizon with embroidery, and there's 494 built-in designs. You also have that 10.1 inch color screen that gives you all kinds of editing capability, from color to sizing to also you can actually take designs and do automatic stippling around it. It has 30 built-in fonts and 5 jumbo monograms. Now with the fonts, you have all kinds of editing capability. You can even take and put in a name or a saying and then do an applique border and turn it into applique automatically. It also has the IQ Designer. Now, this is an app that you use your smart device like a phone or an iPad, and you can send an image, a graphic image, to the machine, and it will turn it into embroidery instantly. The embroidery is amazing, but what about the sewing and quilting? This machine has 11.25 inches of space and 5 inches of height, so you can fit even the largest quilts into this machine. It also has automatic fabric sensors that will sense the thickness of the fabric, so it will set the right pressure, and with the automatic tension it gives you perfect fabric control, from heavy denim to very sheer fabric to working with elastic or even a t-shirt collar. This machine truly controls the fabric with perfection. but also it has the digital dual feed. And what that does is that is a belt-driven walking foot system that's controlled by the motor of the machine. And you can control, even like here with this Minky, perfectly. So you have so many amazing features with this machine. But what about an amazing deal? The MSRP, the manufacturer's suggested list price of this machine, is $10,999. And it's worth that for all the amazing things that it does. We right now have it on sale for $79.99. And we're offering free shipping across the United States. Plus we have interest-free payments of $167 per month. That makes this machine very affordable. But wait, that's not all. For a limited time, and while we have it in stock, we are offering a special bonus with your Altair purchase. So first, we're going to give this beautiful set of 63 spools of polyester embroidery thread. The beautiful shine and quality of this thread is quite amazing. Also, I'm including the Babylock Ultimate Stabilizer Bundle. This has the most popular rolls of stabilizer, from wash away to cut away in different colors, and this will enhance your embroidery to give you a better quality. I'm also including the Babylock Altair Inspirational Guide. Now, the instructions on this machine is wonderful, but what's different about the Inspirational Guide, it is written by Babylock educators, assuming you know nothing about the machine. So it takes you through every aspect, giving you full color. It's over 300 pages of full color description, step-by-step description. And if you complete this Inspirational Guide, you truly know everything on this machine. We're including that. Plus, we're going to include a online membership to Babylock's Love of Knowledge. This has hundreds of videos that give you step-by-step details on how to use the machine and also do techniques. This is invaluable, and you get a membership to this as well. You also get our famous rose gold scissors. These scissors are wonderful, both the shears and the embroidery shears. But last and not least, we put together a very exclusive design bundle by Anita Good Design. It has 17 different collections, and it comes with over 400 design files. And it's truly amazing the variety you get with this. So all this, which equals over a $1,600 value, is free with your Altair purchase for a limited time. Now, we will run out of these supplies, so this is while supplies last. So click on the link to order, or you can call us at 1-800-865-9664. You can email me at moreso@aol.com. But don't wait, this deal will surely end. But if you have any questions, again, call us at 1-800-865-9664. Bye for now.